Welcome. If you care about healthy aging, natural nutrition, and protecting your body after 50, you're in the right place. Here we explore simple science-backed foods and habits that support collagen, gut health, heart strength, and longevity, following principles taught by Dr. Josh Axe. Let's take care of your health naturally. Doctors have documented terrifying cases where just one spoonful of dry chia seeds nearly caused suffocation because they expanded instantly when they hit water. And here's the part no one talks about. Seniors are at the highest risk because slower digestion, weaker swallowing reflexes, and dehydration make these tiny seeds far more dangerous after 60. Yet, the trillion-dollar health food industry keeps pushing chia as the miracle cure, ignoring the fact that the wrong preparation or the wrong amount can turn that teaspoon into a medical emergency. That's why today we're exposing the 6 fatal mistakes seniors make with chia seeds. And when we get to number 2, you'll see how eating just a little too much at once can trigger consequences so severe that doctors call it a catastrophic risk. Stay with me because this is the chia seed warning you were never supposed to hear. Every single scientific reference I mentioned is linked down in the description. So if you're curious, go check the proof yourself instead of taking my word for it. Before we dive in, here's a quick question. Where are you watching from? I love seeing the ages and locations pour in. It feels like we're building a global map of seniors fighting back against muscle loss. And yes, I'm reading through them one by one. And you'll be surprised how often I reply back personally. Now, without any further ado, let's start with number 6 in our countdown. And it's a mistake that has already sent seniors to the ER. Number 6, eating chia seeds dry. It sounds harmless, sprinkling a spoonful of dry chia seeds into your mouth or on top of a snack. But here's the problem. Chia seeds don't stay dry for long. The second they touch liquid, they swell into a sticky gel that can double or triple in size within minutes. In the throat or esophagus, that swelling can block airways or cause choking. A study published in the Annals of Allergy, Asthma, and Immunology documented exactly this. A 39-year-old man had to undergo emergency surgery after dry chia seeds expanded in his throat. While that case wasn't a senior, older adults face even greater risk because swallowing, reflexes weaken with age, and conditions like dry mouth make it harder to push food safely down. Evelyn, a 71-year-old retired teacher, once tried sprinkling dry chia seeds onto her yogurt without soaking them first. Within minutes, she felt like the seeds were stuck, and she panicked as her throat tightened. Luckily, water and careful swallowing helped clear the blockage, but she told her daughter it was the scariest moment of her life. The reason she sees expand so aggressively is because of soluble fiber. It pulls in water, creating a gel-like texture. That's good inside your stomach where it slows digestion and keeps you full, but dangerous in the wrong place. For seniors with difficulty swallowing or acid reflux, eating dry chia seeds can become an emergency. The safe solution is simple. Always soak chia seeds for at least 10 to 15 minutes before eating. Let them expand in water, milk, or juice first, so your throat doesn't become the soaking chamber. It's a small habit that prevents a life-threatening mistake. But avoiding dry seeds is just the first step. The next mistake may surprise you because it's not about choking, but about what happens when your blood gets too thin. Number 5, mixing chia seeds with blood-thinning medications. Chia seeds are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, the same healthy fats found in fish oil. Omega-3s are fantastic for lowering inflammation and protecting the heart, but they also make your blood less likely to clot. For seniors on blood-thinning medications like Warfarin or even daily aspirin, adding chia seeds on top of that can push blood clotting times to dangerous levels. A 2012 review in the Journal of Food Science and Technology confirmed that high intake of omega-3 rich foods can significantly increase bleeding risk when combined with anticoagulant drugs. Arthur, a 74-year-old retired electrician, loved adding chia seeds to his smoothies every morning. He also took blood thinners after a minor stroke. Within weeks, he noticed dark purple bruises appearing on his arms and legs from the lightest bumps. His doctor later told him the combination was making his blood far too thin. This isn't fear-mongering, it's chemistry. Omega-3s reduce the stickiness of platelets, the cells responsible for clotting. That's normally protective, but when combined with medications designed to do the same thing, the effect doubles or even triples. The result? Nosebleeds that won't stop. bruises that spread like ink, or in severe cases, internal bleeding that can go unnoticed until it's too late. For seniors on blood thinners, the fix isn't to avoid chia seeds completely. It's to use them cautiously and under medical supervision. Small amounts may be safe, but loading up daily can quietly tip your blood chemistry into dangerous territory. If eating chia seeds dry risks choking, and mixing them with medications risks bleeding, the next mistake goes deeper. It's about what happens inside your gut when you overload your body with too much fiber at once. Number 4, forgetting to soak them properly. It's not enough to simply pour chia seeds into a drink and stir once. If you don't let them soak long enough, they stay hard and sharp like tiny pebbles, scraping their way through your system. Seniors with slower digestion or conditions like diverticulitis are especially vulnerable because partially soaked chia seeds can clump together in the stomach and intestines, causing painful blockages. In fact, gastroenterologists warned that improperly hydrated chia seeds can absorb fluid in the gut itself, creating swelling where you least want it inside your digestive tract. Helen, a 68-year-old retired nurse, thought she was safe by tossing chia into her water bottle and sipping throughout the day, but she admitted later she never gave them time to fully expand. After weeks of bloating cramps, she finally saw a doctor who told her undigested chia clumps were making her digestion sluggish instead of smooth. Here's why this happens. Chia seeds are made of soluble fiber that only works properly when it's fully hydrated. When soaked correctly, the gel they form slows digestion in a good way, helping control blood sugar spikes, feeding healthy gut bacteria, and keeping you regular. But when they're half soaked, they act more like a sponge sucking fluid out of your gut, which can leave you dehydrated and constipated instead of nourished. For seniors, dehydration is already a risk factor, so the danger doubles. The safe habit is simple. Soak chia seeds in water, milk, or juice for at least 15 to 30 minutes, or even overnight in the fridge. This ensures they've reached their full gel stage before you eat them. When properly soaked, chia feels smooth and soothing instead of sharp and clumpy. Forgetting to soak chia might leave you with cramps and blockages, but the next mistake is sneakier. It hides in your blood sugar and can trick you into thinking chia is always safe for diabetes, when the opposite can be true. Before we continue, smash that like button and subscribe right now. Don't miss the life-changing tips still ahead. Number 3, mixing them with sugary drinks or desserts. Chia seeds have a reputation for balancing blood sugar, but that reputation collapses the second you drown them in sugar. Many seniors make the mistake of mixing chia into sweetened juices, flavored yogurts, or trendy chia puddings loaded with honey and syrup. On paper, the fiber in chia should slow down glucose absorption. In practice, when you combine that fiber with 20 or 30 grams of added sugar, the effect reverses. A 2017 study in the Journal of Nutrition found that older adults who paired high-fiber foods with sugary beverages had blood sugar spikes 38% higher than those who ate the fiber alone. For someone with diabetes or prediabetes, that's a dangerous swing. Carlos, a 70-year-old retired shop owner, thought he was eating healthy when he swapped ice cream for chia pudding every night, but he used canned fruit syrup as the base. Within weeks, his doctor warned him that his fasting blood sugar had jumped dangerously high. He was shocked. It turned out his superfood dessert was sabotaging him. Here's why. Chia slows sugar absorption, but it can't cancel it out. The gel traps glucose, delaying the spike. But once digestion catches up, the sugar still hits your bloodstream, sometimes later in the night when you're asleep and least able to respond. For seniors, that late-night surge can leave you groggy in the morning, exhausted, and even increase the risk of diabetic complications. Add in the fact that chia desserts often feel light, so it's easy to overeat them, and you've got a recipe for blood sugar chaos. The fix is simple. Pair chia with unsweetened milk, water, or plain yogurt. And if you need sweetness, use whole fruit like berries instead of syrups or refined sugar. This way, you get the blood sugar stability chia promises instead of the roller coaster that leaves you weaker the next day. Mixing chia with sugar might sound harmless, but for seniors, it can quietly push blood sugar into the danger zone And if sugar is a hidden enemy, the next mistake is even more silent. It builds up slowly inside your gut until it leaves you doubled over with pain. Number two, eating them without enough water. Chia seeds can absorb up to 27 times their weight in liquid. That's a blessing when you soak them properly. It keeps you hydrated and makes digestion smoother. But when you eat chia seeds without drinking enough water, you're turning your stomach into a sponge. Instead of supporting your gut, they pull fluid from it, leaving you bloated, constipated, and in severe cases at risk of intestinal blockage. Doctors have reported cases where seniors ended up in the ER because clumps of chia expanded in their digestive tract. Margaret, a 72-year-old retired accountant, thought she was being healthy by sprinkling chia over her salad every day. The problem was she barely drank water, just a few sips here and there. Within weeks, she was battling stomach cramps so painful she described them as knives twisting inside. Her doctor explained the seeds were swelling in her gut with no liquid to soften them. Here's the science. Chia is mostly soluble fiber, which forms gel when hydrated. That gel is what slows digestion, stabilizes blood sugar, and feeds your gut bacteria. But without water, soluble fiber can harden and clump, trapping food and gas behind it. Seniors are especially vulnerable because dehydration is already gone with age, and medications like diuretics only make it worse. What starts as mild constipation can spiral into dangerous impaction if ignored. The simple fix is to pair every tablespoon of chia with a full glass of water, or better yet, pre-oak them so you know they're hydrated before you eat them. That way, the seeds work with your digestion, not against it. Eating chia without enough water turns a superfood into a hazard, but if this mistake sounds serious, the number one mistake is even more shocking because it can quietly turn chia into a trigger for life-threatening conditions. Most seniors never connect to their diet. Number one, eating too many at once. Chia seeds are powerful in small amounts, but when seniors overdo it, the results can be disastrous. The recommended serving is just 1 to 2 tablespoons a day, but many people double or even triple that, thinking more must be better. Here's the danger. Chia is almost all fiber, about 10 g per ounce. That means a few heaping spoonfuls can load your system with more fiber than your digestive tract can handle. Instead of helping digestion, it slows it to a crawl, leaving you bloated, cramped, and in some cases dangerously obstructed. In 2020, a case reported in the American Journal of Gastroenterology described a woman who ate several spoonfuls of chia seeds daily, thinking it would help her lose weight. Instead, she developed a severe bowel blockage that required hospitalization. For seniors, the risk is even higher because aging slows motility, the wave-like muscle contractions that move food through your gut. Combine that with medications that dry you out, and chia can turn into concrete inside your intestines. Robert, a 76-year-old retired bus driver, made the mistake of adding 3 scoops of chia to his oatmeal every morning because he read they were heart healthy. Within a month, he was doubled over with abdominal pain, barely able to eat. His doctor later explained that the overload of fiber was backing up his system instead of cleaning it out. Robert shook his head and said, "I thought I was saving my health, but I almost wrecked it." The science is simple. Fiber feeds gut bacteria, and in moderation, that's a good thing. But dump too much fiber in at once, and bacteria ferment it like wildfire. The result is painful gas, swelling, and in severe cases, impaction. What makes this fatal isn't just the blockage, it's the chain reaction. Trapped stool puts pressure on blood vessels, weakens the intestinal lining, and can trigger infections or even perforation. That's why doctors warn that overdosing on fiber is just as dangerous as not eating enough. The fix: respect chia strength. Stick to 1 tablespoon at a time. Soak it thoroughly and give your body the fluids it needs to handle the fiber. For seniors, the key is consistency, not excess. Small daily amounts do far better than giant doses that overwhelm your system. Eating too many chia seeds at once isn't just uncomfortable, it can be fatal. And that's why this mistake tops the list. So now you know the superfood that fills headlines and shelves comes with hidden traps that can turn deadly if you're not careful. The 6 mistakes: eating them dry, mixing with blood thinners, forgetting to soak them, pairing with sugar, skipping water, and overloading your system are the difference between chia healing your body and chia harming it. For seniors who already face slower digestion, thinner blood, and higher risk of dehydration, these mistakes aren't small. They're life-changing. But here's the empowering truth. When eaten properly, chia seeds are a gift. They stabilize blood sugar, feed your gut bacteria, and deliver omega-3s your joints and heart crave. The danger comes only when they're misused. And now you know exactly how to avoid that. Every reference for today's video is linked in the description below. Don't just trust my words. Go see the science for yourself. Quick question before you click away. How old are you, and have you ever tried chia seeds before? Share your story in the comments. I'm reading through them all, and I promise you'll get a reply. If you've experienced this yourself or have tips to add, let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching.